forget who you are. Do not forget what you are. You're not false, you're not fake, you're just here. Okay? And when I say do not forget who you are and do not forget what you are, I'm not talking about your likes, your dislikes, your turn-ons, your turn-offs, your hobbies, your habits, your gender, your ethnicity, your sexuality. That's all part of the material world. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I'm talking about your essence, your soul. That's who you are. That's the real you. This stuff is a vessel. This is a shell, you know. We're so much more, but they want us to believe that we're so much less. One moment. Okay, so I thought I'd just quickly mention in regards to what I said earlier. Yeah, my first proper experience of gang stalking today after I finished work. And yeah, 5 reptilians in a row. They're here. They always have been. Again, there's many researchers that I gather my research from, and hopefully you know I always give credit where it's due rather than pretending it's my own, because it's not real. That's the thing with deception, you see. You can deceive others and they can believe you, but you have to live with the fact that you know that you've lied about it. You see, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I can say that because, as I've said before, I have been a pathological liar for half my life, and I have to live with them lies. And most of them I've actually done shadow work on and admitted them lies, but there's still certain things that I would really like to release. But that's the problem with deception, which is why we live in a world of it, because I'll give, for example, I can and I'm always honest with you. You don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you the truth. I've never lied to you in any of my videos about anything, ever. I'll always say it's based on my opinion, or I believe it to be fact, but nonetheless, I've never lied to you. The point I'm getting at is that the problem with deception when you're a true human being, and I don't like saying human being because that in itself, that's a term that's been given to us, and that varies too, Kismet Spiral calls us soul travelers, Neil says we're children of the Redeemer. It varies, but nonetheless, the point I'm getting to is that when you lie out of I believe it to be one of two. When you lie out of psychopathy, so out of selfishness, out of narcissism, there's no feeling, and therefore physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, you get away with it, but you don't get away with it spiritually. When you lie as an empath, or at least someone with high empathy, you have to live with that lie. You see, there's no way out. There's no way out of it. So if you can, the best thing, and this is my next checklist, which I will call the exit checklist. If you want to exit this fake, false reality, my opinion, here's the checklist. In order, most importantly, starting with the first. Number one would be as you have to be as brutally honest as you can be. Brutally honest with everyone else around you, and most and more importantly yourself. And it is not fucking easy. It's not. I still have things that I haven't faced up to, that I haven't admitted, that I haven't confronted, and I want to, and I will do one day. But this is what I'm getting at. The problem with someone who lies out of empathy, who is empathic, the problem with that is that you don't lie to benefit. You don't lie out of self-gain. It's not the lie itself. This is the difference, right? With someone that doesn't feel empathy, they lie. That it's the lie itself that's beneficial, right? Covers their arse, gets them something they want. With someone such as yourself or myself, the difference is it's not the lie that you're benefiting from. You're not benefiting from anything. It's not about the lie. It's about admitting the lie, because you know by admitting the lie, it's going to cause destruction. Am I wrong? Whatever hopefully you don't have any. Hopefully you've faced them, you've confronted them. But if you have any secrets, any sins, any regrets, any mistakes that you know but no one else does, tell me I'm wrong, that the reason why you haven't faced them or confronted them is because of the pain, suffering, hardship, destruction that it would cause by telling whoever it is what that is. Tell me I'm wrong. That's why, right? See? You're not deceptive. You're not a deceptive person by doing so, by doing that. You're protecting someone. You can lie out of empathy. You can lie to protect someone. Lying can save your life. You shouldn't do it if you have a choice. But we don't always have a choice. But don't let it haunt you the way mine have haunted me, because it will destroy you. Admit you was wrong to yourself. Admit it. Know that you won't commit that same act again. And if you can, give yourself absolution by telling the person. But it's not always as easy as that. It really isn't. But that would be number one. One of the main magpie feathers in your toolbox. Live your life as honest as you can, in any context, in any extent, to any degree, to any level, and primarily with yourself, and secondary with others, because you can't be honest with others if you're not honest with yourself. The second tool would be to keep yourself to keep yourself creative as much as humanly possible. And I don't like that word human, but it's the closest that we have to work with, isn't it? But keep yourself as creative as can be. All your pain, as I said before, all your shame, blame, hardship, mistakes, regrets, suffering, use it. Put it in your artwork, whatever that may be. Like I said, drawing, painting, sculpting, acting, writing. Put it in your artwork. Get it out of you. Best way to vent. If you can do that, if you're creative, then you're certainly not part of this. You're certainly not an organic portal. You're certainly not an NPC, are you? Because you are capable of creating. They're not. This world does not. This world does not transform through creation. We do. It doesn't. And as I said, the world is not the same as the earth. The earth is not the same as the world. This is our earth, okay? Earth is the heart, an anagram of it. The earth is pure, sentient, it's natural, it's analog. It's been infected, but it's innocent, just as you are, just as I am. Despite whatever your sins are, you're innocent. Okay? If you hadn't have done whatever you did then, you might be doing it now. You see? But you did it for whatever reason, maybe not even for one, but nonetheless, by doing it, you've learnt from it, and now it won't happen again. You see? Does that make you a sinner? Does that make you evil? No, of course not. But do you see how to become a bright light in this world, you have to, whether you want to or not, this is the thing. I was going to say you have to commit sins. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. You're going to do it. You will do it. It's in your nature. And again, I don't like saying that because it makes it sound like it always was, and I don't believe it was. Due to the construct of this world, it's in your nature now. You don't have a choice, but it wasn't before, and it doesn't mean it has to continue to be. But your mistakes, your regrets, they do not make you who you are, okay? You did them, they're done. Might have been who you was, it's not who you are, okay? Don't let this false, fake construct convince you that you are your sorrow. Because you're not. You never was. We're learning, all of us. We're learning. And we're also educating others through our learning. At least that's what I'm trying to do. And I know that you all do that for me. We're being tested. However you want to interpret that, we're being tested. Whether we chose and accepted to be tested from our own volition, or whether we're being tested without realising it, we're still being tested. So when I first come to terms with realising how fake and false this reality was, I had a nervous breakdown. I did. And that's another tool for your toolbox, because that nervous breakdown that you may or may not have had or may will still have is only further proof of conviction that you are not from this, that you're aware. Once again, if you're aware, it won't scare, as I always say. But I had a complete breakdown. I did. And the one thing that scares my missus as much as it does in regards to simulation is that nothing matters. That's what she said to me. She said, well, if we're living in a simulation, then anything I do or say means nothing, because it's part of the simulation. That's not it. Don't be fooled. That's not it. Okay? That's exactly the point of the simulation, to make you think, not feel. It can't make you feel it, because you feel otherwise, didn't you? But it makes you think that you're part of it. Oh, well then nothing matters. Why am I even making this video and talking to you? Why are you even fucking listening? Sorry to swear. Well, it's all for nothing, right? What's the point? No. That's not it. That's what they want it to be, but that's not what it is for you and me. Okay? Who you are, what you are, how you feel, what you think is real. That's what you really are, who you really are inside this vessel, mine, yours. That's not fake, that's not false. Okay, we were put here. For whatever reason, we were put here. You know? I personally believe that we're in the cube rather than out of it. I could be wrong. That's why I always say, whether I see you out, inside or outside, I'll see you on the other side of the cube. I believe we're inside. My friend Neil states that it could very well be the other way too. We could be outside of it. It makes just as much sense, but as I said, it does not change who you are and what you are. Okay? And as I said, I apologise for how long this video has gone on if you're still listening, but if you are, then I have the utmost respect and love and appreciation towards you. As I said, it's just, it weren't meant to go on this long, but I'm speaking from the heart. And it's not planned, and I don't know where I'm going with it, but I'm telling you how I feel, and hopefully that help you understand how you feel. And hopefully that, in turn, help me understand how I feel even more from what you feel. Your actions are not irrelevant. Okay? That's the ultimate deception. That's why they show you in all mediums of art, they show you that this isn't real. They're showing you because by showing you, it also tells you, and what do I always tell you, that this is all a show and tell show. It is. But they tell you, they show you, because by doing so, you'll doubt your own existence. And once you do that, you lose faith. See? So I'm just so sick of hearing some of my favourite truth researchers speaking about the simulation concept, of this world, and giving it like a detrimental, negative, pessimistic, doomsday-esque vibe and atmosphere, because it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be that, and that's what this video is about. It does not have to be that. Okay, for whatever reason, you're here for a reason. You see what I'm saying? So whatever you do, do not doubt yourself. Doubt everything around you, everyone around you if you have to, but don't doubt yourself, because you're here. You're real, you're true, you're pure, you're clean, you're clear, and you have hope, faith, belief, love, respect, appreciation, and care. And if you didn't have any of that, even if you had one of them aspects, it's enough proof to prove to you, it should be, to prove to you that you're not part of this, all this. Okay, so another few feathers for your cap. Another few magpie feathers to put in your cap in order to get out of here. Stay healthy as much as you can. It's not easy, but stay healthy. Eat right. Don't eat meat, because you're eating the low, dead vibration of the animal you're eating. And don't drink the don't drink the tap water. Don't drink the fluoride. I'm no saint, I'm no better. I eat meat, but I'm doing my best to stop. Don't do drugs of any kind. Don't drink if you can. Don't smoke. Again, no saint. I've relapsed a few times since when I told you I quit. Just being honest. It's not easy. Sometimes you want to escape. You want to numb yourself. I understand that. I do. I know. You know. I know. But it won't help you, because it's temporary and it's, again, artificial. It's part of this world. Try not to hate is another one. Don't hate. You don't need to hate. It doesn't bring you anything. All it does is take. It never gives. No matter what another has done to you, whatever that may be, as dark, devious, deceptive, or disgusting, don't hate them. Pity them. Pity them, but don't hate them. That's your energy. You're giving, whatever they've taken from you, you're giving them more by hating them. Hate will not serve you, ever. I learnt the hard way. Oh, here's a major one. Okay. Here's a major one. Right. So once you realise that this is a matrix, again, it's a trigger word. I don't like saying matrix. Straight away you think of the film. Shouldn't do, but they did that on purpose. However you want to call it. Once you realise you're in this simulation, I don't know about you, but the first thing that hit me in my breakdown was, okay, so how would a pure, benevolent, innocent and all-loving force such as a creator, I don't use the word God, as a creator, how would how could they allow this to happen? Okay. It's not wrong of you to question that. It's not wrong of you at all. But all the time you're questioning it, you're using your brain and not your heart. Okay. That might sound dismissive. It's not meant to. What I mean by that is just because we're living in a simulation, that does not mean that we're not surrounded by beauty. It's there. And not only is beauty there, but when you see that beauty, that's the creator. It's there. It's there. It's in all beauty, you know? And if you've lost touch with that, I would recommend that you find a nice, quiet, natural place and you go there on your own and you stay there for at least an hour. A field, a forest, a mountain top, it doesn't matter, but make sure you're on your own and make sure there's not one artificial construct in sight, not one car, not one house. You'll feel it, you'll see it, you'll witness it, trust me. And I don't tell you to trust me often, do I? Because that makes me accountable. If I'm wrong, it affects my credibility towards you. But I'm telling you, trust me. If you've lost any sense of hope or faith or belief in your creator, yours and mine, because it's real, that's what I advise you to do. Very strongly advise you to do that. Just walk into nature. Okay? You'll feel it. Our creator did not create this. Neither did the ones that created it. The demiurge and the archons, because they cannot create. It's a manifestation. It was put in place through the opposite, through the reverse, through distortion. This is not your world. It's not my world. This is our earth, but it's not our world. You see? Earth is sentient. Earth is here. Earth is the heart. The anagram for the heart, because it is. It's the heart. It's the center. But the world is the cloak around the earth. So just to sum up really quickly, as I said, I don't believe in flat earth and I don't believe in globe earth. Closer to flat earth, but they're both designed to confuse you and send you on even more of a lost path. I personally believe that I was going to say I have to at least tell you that I believe that Saturn exists, because majority of my work is based on the Saturnian worship, right? The Brotherhood of Saturn. Saturn is real. Saturn is a sun. That's why Saturn's real. It's not a planet. We've been taught it's a planet. Saturn is a sun. Okay? But do planets exist? In my opinion, no. Does space exist? In my opinion, no. However, and Neil, you taught me this, There was an operation that created a void, a hole through the dome that we live in. And when you exit here and enter there, you will see what we've been taught, but it's not there. So what I mean by that is you will find what we've been taught to be planets, but it's not space. It's dimensional. It's dimensional. But all Saturn is a giant computer that's been set on self-destruct. And again, my theory, my opinion, no more, no less. I believe that, I don't know how long in between, but I believe after a certain amount of time, I believe Saturn is ignited, as it is a sun, and that ignition destroys the rest of what's around it, and then from that it recreates, and the process continues, which is another major tool to overcome this simulation. You need to, if you don't already, you need to understand. No, you need to overstand. Don't ever stand under this. Overstand that the ones that have this awareness of what we're in and where we are, they're following a certain timeline, because they're all about time, chronos, right? And what they want more than anything else is for you to react. They want you to react. They want you to react in the most vengeful and violent way that we're capable of committing. That's what they want. Resistance is assistance. We're assisting them by resisting them. That's why I don't go to protests. The one in London, I watched it live, but I didn't go. I wanted to. I did want to. But that's what they want. That's what they want. The best thing you can do